Hey everyone!
Hey guys!
So welcome back to our channel. We missed you guys and we're going to do a really quick sit down video just talking to you guys. I feel like you guys really like these videos and we've been getting a lot of feedback on covering the topic of debt and how to get out of it and how to kind of come to financial peace.
Yeah. So before we start, we want to, I guess, shout out to Dave Ramsey because a lot of these are things that he practices and preaches to, I guess, the people that he works with.
Yeah, and Clark Howard.
Guys, there's plenty of people online. There's plenty of resources, but hopefully we can maybe just put some of those tips in one place for you. So, you want to take us away?
Yeah, so before we get started into the actual steps and methods and all of that, just wanted to say that today is a pretty exciting day for me and kind of the both of us because I paid off my first car. Yay!
I know, I'm super proud.
Done! So I did get the car when I was 18. It was a brand new car off the lot. I do not recommend that everyone goes out and gets a brand new car because the minute you sit down in it, put it in drive and take it off that lot, you lose thousands on the actual value of the car. And I knew that at the time, but I was in a desperate place. I was obviously a different person. I was 18 and we got through it, you know, a lot of sacrifices, just making sure it got paid on time and getting a bit aggressive on the payments the last couple of months, and she's finally done. It's mine. So just waiting for the title to get here, and if anyone else out there has paid off your first car, you're on that path, stick to it. It's a good feeling.
I just want to point out that you did a lot of things the right way, though, even being young. Was you got a car that was
fuel efficient.
Super fuel efficient. It was small. It wasn't luxury. It didn't have power seats. It doesn't have. But I think
it got the job done.
Yeah, we took many vacations.
Yeah, a lot of road trips.
And it got us to and from safely. Something that we researched or we've heard over time is that as a rule of thumb, you never want to go over 20% of your bring home income per month on a car payment.
Yeah.
And obviously, I guess the same reason you don't want a super high rent payment or mortgage payment is so that you have food, you have gas to put in the car and all that stuff. So, you know, don't look at your overall income. After taxes is what really counts, how much money you're bringing home. So, 1/5 of it.
Exactly.
Yeah. As far, I guess, as overall debt, I think probably the first step, whether you're married or single or boyfriend, girlfriend, living together, sharing finances, you want to be honest with yourself and with your partner. So you want to put everything on the table. And we've always had a good, honest relationship. So most of the fights start over money in most relationships, and we have some time to time, but
not too many.
No, but you know, it's good to actually have a dialogue about it.
Yeah.
I feel like it's really important that both people know where each other are. So
get it all on paper.
All on paper.
Everything. Student loans, credit cards,
401k loans,
payday loan. It doesn't matter. Whatever you owe money on.
Taxes.
Put it down.
Put it down.
So once you get it on paper, the next thing you want to do is list it. And of course you don't want to, I mean, maybe you don't want to handwrite all of this. We use spreadsheets because it just makes it easier for us, but just get it in order from smallest debt to the largest piece of debt you have, you know, in a numerical form. So let's say you have a credit card, a Target credit card, and it's $100 on there that you have to pay off. Of course, he would be at the top for smallest. And your largest could be like student loans. Maybe you owe like 30 grand in student loans. That'd be your largest debt. Once you have it all on paper, from smallest to largest, you're gonna do what's called the snowball effect. And I've heard Dave Ramsey say it, but I don't think he necessarily created that term because I've heard you say it before.
Basically, all it is paying off your smallest debtors first, and every month or every time you pay off one of the small debtors, there's a small win involved. I mean, if you have 10 credit cards and one of them has a small balance, go ahead and celebrate a win by paying off the small balance first. Good rule of thumb is don't reuse those cards. And what you want to do is each month apply a little bit of money to the next card that's on the list until that one's paid off. You certainly want to still continue making payments on the other cards, but those aren't as urgent. If it takes a minimum payment, you probably aren't paying down a lot on the credit card, but eventually you'll get there. But if you really want to stop living off of credit cards, you got to quit using it and then snowball.
Yeah. Now some people will say, get a pair of scissors, cut it up, have a bonfire, burn them. But we've heard many places that you don't want to do that. You don't want to cancel the card. You want to actually just put it away. Some people will freeze it. I've seen that, and supposedly it works. We've never had to do that. We have self-control, but some people will have to freeze their credit cards, like in the refrigerator or freezer. But
it's only for an emergency.
Exactly. But you don't want to necessarily call every credit card and cancel it, because what that can actually do is dock your credit score. So you just want to keep them active, just don't use them. And if you don't have self-control, and if you have them, you're going to use them, give them to your mom and dad, give them to somebody that does not live with you.
Dave Ramsey would say your goal is to not live on credit anymore and not to worry about your credit score, but unfortunately, I think for a lot of people it's a reality. You have to have some stuff on credit. And maybe not necessarily have to, but we all go through our, we all go through having some credit card debt. What's another method? The envelope system?
Yeah, we've never used it, but we've seen it work really well for some people, like online and stuff. But
basically,
going to basics.
Yeah, when you get your paycheck, whether it's direct deposit or you get an actual check, it's basically taking all of your money and allocating it to something, 100% of your money. And it doesn't mean allocate all of it to bills or all of it to food or whatever, shelter. You also want to allocate some to savings, but you've got to figure out what your budget is every month for groceries, for gas, for insurance, for your car payment, home. It's really expensive to live these days. So what you do is you figure that out, and all your utilities, everything, you put into an envelope for each one at the beginning of the paycheck. And based on the due date, you figure out twice a month if you get paid twice. Once every 2 weeks or whatever. Figure out the best way to break up each paycheck. I would say the only thing that you don't want to forget, especially, is that we're not saying don't have fun with life and don't go out ever. You just want to make sure that when you do, you're budgeting for them. So if you want to go out to eat for a special occasion, you got to budget it.
Don't take that out of the bill money.
Right. And you never want to borrow from one envelope to pay for another. So I would say prioritize all of your bills. I think the most important thing would be to be able to eat and drink.
Your health.
Yeah, your health in general. All the other stuff really can wait. It's really insignificant when you're in bad health. You don't really care about your credit score.
Yeah.
So,
then they call it Maslow's theory in psychology.
Yeah,
if I'm wrong, tell me, but I'm pretty sure.
You have needs.
Yeah. So and my teacher said someone that's starving does not want to hear about feelings. And it kind of goes back to that. So you got to feed yourself, make sure you're caught up on all of your, dental, physicals, all of that. And then once those are taken care of, you move on to roof. Make sure you have a roof over your head.
I was going to say, unfortunately, that's like one big thing that people skip is their health.
Oh
yeah. Worry about the other stuff.
And then, last but not least, have a means to work. So of course you have to have money to pay off all of these debts and to keep the lights on, to send the kids to school. So you gotta have a means for transportation. And for me at that time, I had to buy a brand new car. If you don't have to buy a brand new car and you're at a place where you can walk to work or someone's willing to take you, you get rides, a bus, start saving. Save that money to where you can walk into a dealership and pay for a car cash, You don't always have to finance.
Yeah. We'll never do that again.
So, I'm so over it.
The cars that we have now, the nice thing about them is that we plan for the long term. We plan on driving them for
And we took very good care of our cars, cleaning, keeping them up to date on maintenance.
They're a terrible investment. Terrible. They always end up as being worth $0.
I mean, that's pretty much it. There's no perfect method in my opinion. Like, we have not stuck to any specific envelope method or anything. We just communicate very well on money, and we don't hide. I mean, what I have is what I put on the table. What he has, he puts on the table, and we know what debts are more, urgent and which ones can wait.
Yeah.
Don't pay off a loan that's not urgent to be paid right now, and then you can't eat, and you haven't gone out to a nice dinner or anything for 7 months. That's ridiculous.
She hates it when I've done that.
And like Dave Ramsey will tell you, get on the canned food diet, and it works. If you watch his YouTube channel, I'll link it. It works. People pay off debt really fast, but if you're at a place where you just don't want to live like that, and you have your first apartment, and you want to be able to start furnishing and go out to a nice dinner every now and then, just create a balance. I mean, it's all I can say.
That's what life's all about.
So just do whatever saves you money. Do the roommate situation, any ways that you can cut out.
Something else that we've started doing is we're not eating ramen noodles for dinner, but we have started cooking a lot more money, saving money and cooking at home. And hey, I got a T-bone that I'm about to go fire up on the grill. So every once in a while I get like a really nice cut of meat. But if I were to get that in a restaurant, between drinks and tip and everything, you're probably looking at a $100 meal versus what we can throw together for 30 maybe. Well, I was gonna say, when you cook a meal, always make sure that you have enough for the following day. Put it in Ziploc containers. They sell them at the grocery store and they're really cheap. And just make sure that you've got a good lunch. Yeah. That beats the heck out of most lunches I eat at a fast food restaurant or a grill or a bar or something for lunch anyway. So
it's pretty much just making sacrifices for things that you want. So if you want a new purse but you can't afford it, maybe you should cook some more meals at home that week.
Shoes.
Yeah.
Shoes.
Because I will cook as many meals as I can to get a new pair of shoes, trust. You're starting out, all this stuff sounds really complicated to you. Pay your bills first. Pay your bills first. The day you get paid, pay your bills. And then once that's done, what you have left, that's it.
I've made the mistake. You get a paycheck, you look in your bank, you're like, I have so much money. I'm going to go to the mall. Or I'm going to go somewhere and do this. And next thing you know, now you're having to figure out if you're going to pay the gas bill or the water bill this month. And so, pay the bills as soon as you get the money.
And then whatever you have left, make it stretch. Pay for that gas, whatever else. As usual, if you have suggestions for videos, put them below. Let us know what you want to see.
I think we've gotten several really good tips that have been emailed to us. So
at our website.
So thank you guys very much. Check out our blog at SpokenHome.com.
We'll be sure to update that regularly.
Yeah, I'm working on a woodworking project right now, so once I get that complete, we'll probably throw together a quick video and maybe some more DIY stuff if y'all would like to see it. Maybe some ideas for something creative.
Yeah, a project. I know a lot of people say they want to see like a whole room transformation. We keep getting that request, so what I think we'll try to do is maybe start on like the guest bedroom and just start taking snapshots of that and let you guys see, but it's not a weekend process.
It's kind of a blank canvas right now, and guys, we're on a budget too, don't forget, so it can be expensive to do a room. Make sure that you're not going to Home Depot and financing everything that you want to do. Do it as you can.
Again, that's it, you guys. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. We appreciate all the love and constant support, and we'll see you in the next video.
See you guys.
Bye.